Hey everyone, Michelle Freire here, Member of Parliament for Peterborough Kawartha, and the plot thickens with the conflict of interests and how much is your publicly unelected Prime Minister Mark Carney worth? So just for context, for people who don't know, Brookfield is a company that is valued at $1 trillion, and this is a company that Mark Carney was the chair of. And so the question has been asked to the now publicly unelected Prime Minister how much his assets are worth, and also to disclose this because it could be a significant conflict of interest. And just for context, so everybody's aware in terms of what Brookfield actually does, some of the things that they oversee are nuclear energy, carbon capture and storage, wind turbines, natural gas, heat pumps, battery energy storage, real estate projects, green hydrogen, Canadian pension funds, income tax laws, real estate. So obviously these could have massive conflicts of interest if Mark Carney holds shares or assets in this company and he can directly benefit from the decisions he makes as the Prime Minister of Canada, yet he refuses to disclose this information. And yesterday we saw who Mark Carney truly is when he was confronted by reporters, and credit where credit is due. Rosemary Barton from the CBC, she's not usually one to do this. And you can see, even she went at Mark Carney yesterday and said,
"There's no possible conflict of interest in your assets." That's very difficult to believe.
Look inside yourself, Rosemary. I mean, you start from a prior of conflict and ill will.
Look inside yourself, Rosemary. Look inside yourself. This is a man who doesn't like to be questioned because clearly he has never been questioned before. And when you bring back footage, Pierre Poilievre has had the opportunity to question Mark Carney multiple times in committee. And there's a little clip here. Take a look.
Do you support the Prime Minister's decision to veto the Northern Gateway pipeline, Mr. Carney?
I understand the veto of the Northern Gateway pipeline.
Do you support it?
Given both environmental and commercial reasons.
Do you support it?
I think it is sensible. I wasn't involved in the decision, but I think it was the right decision.
And yet your company has invested billions of dollars in oil companies in both Brazil and the UAE to buy pipelines. You bought billions of dollars of pipelines as a company in the last 5 years. Do you support those investments?
Mr. Poilievre, there is a global energy system, and one of the issues, I'm trying to explain a bit of how the economy works. One of the
Thank
issues,
you so much. What you're saying is you oppose pipelines in Canada, but you support them in the UAE and in Brazil. That's what you've actually said.
So what you see in that clip right there is that Mark Carney had a vested interest to ensure that Canadian energy stays in the ground while his company and his private assets benefit from ensuring that Canadian energy is flourishing outside of Canada. So his interests are outside of Canada, not inside Canada. And this man has to come clean with what he has and how it is intersecting with his conflicts of interest. He is not just some man. He is the Prime Minister of Canada. And if those decisions directly impact his personal wealth, that is a massive conflict of interest, and he needs to be transparent about it. The other thing is this blind trust nonsense. What is a blind trust? Who is overseeing his blind trust? A blind trust simply means that you take your assets and all your finances and you give them to somebody to oversee them, and you don't have anything to do with it. So who are you going to have in charge that you know nothing about? A blind trust is a total cop-out. It doesn't even protect anything. So these questions need to be answered. Do not stop asking these questions. You cannot have a man in charge of your finances, of your money, when he can personally profit from your money. It is wrong, and it is a violation of the conflicts of interest. And the last thing I want to tell you, and kudos to Stephanie Levitz from the Globe and Mail for questioning the Prime Minister on this. He said, I have not broken any rules. I don't have to disclose anything for 120 days. If he calls an election, which he's predicted to do this Sunday, that means if he won the election and was reelected, he would never have to disclose it before that election. This man is sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. He is hiding his assets and his financial worth, and more importantly, his conflict of interest that will make him personally wealthy and you poor. So watch who you're dealing with. Make sure you get all of your facts, and let's vote Conservative and bring it home.